everybody, it's Leia. Also cooking dinner in the background, so if you hear boiling, it is that. So at the end of December, I had a therapy phone consultation where I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety and OCD. Since the beginning of January, I have been going to an OCD, CBT, ERP therapy group, and I have so far had 3 sessions, so I just kind of wanted to talk about my first impressions of what that's like and if I would recommend it to people. So CBT stands for Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, and it basically entails changing your brain's thought process so that your thoughts aren't as irrational and you can change your behaviour. It's a bit complicated to describe, but that's the gist of it. And ERP is special to OCD, where it's called exposure response therapy, where you are exposed to anxiety triggers and then prevented from doing your OCD responses. So the type of OCD I have is symmetry and order OCD. Everything has to be in a certain order, everything has its place. For me personally, things have to be at right angles. So if it's in front of me, it has to be square in front of me and not at an angle. I also have weird habits, some of which I described in my last video, like I have to scuff my feet on steps and curbs. It's like I have a metronome going off in my head like that, and I have to reflect it like this. I don't know, it's just really hard to describe, to be honest. Basically, I feel like I'm doing this all the time. I have no idea how to describe it, but it's just something with my brain. So I have tried CBT in the past for depression and anxiety a lot in private therapy sessions, and I have tried antidepressants of all kinds and found obviously no success, because here I am. I thought I would try this group therapy to see if anything's different, and I'm discovering very strange things, and it is definitely different, to be sure. So first of all, what I really like about it is being with other people who are all experiencing the same general thing that you're experiencing. You say, I do this, is that weird? And then another person will go, oh no, I do that too. I mean, maybe it is weird, but if everyone in the room is doing the same thing, then isn't that technically normal? It's, oh my gosh, stop it. It's also really humbling to hear other people's experiences, and it puts your own problems into perspective. Another thing that's quite good about it, which is also bad but also good, let me explain. So one of the things with my personal OCD is I need everything explained to me. I feel like I always need to have the answer to everything. Like I can't not know something, and I can't tell you why. I just need to know everything and every in and out. So in a therapy group session, unlike individual therapy, I can't just list off my problems to the therapist and have them tell me what's wrong with me or interpret that. We don't really talk about our feelings in the group chat. We don't really talk about our feelings that much in the group session. It's more a case of listening to each other and learning the techniques, because what's at the heart of this is that the reason you have OCD doesn't matter. It's all treated the same way, and that's what matters. Because I had this need to have an explanation, I'll ask the therapist things in the group session. And what happened last session, which I found quite funny and everyone did too, was I was trying to get an explanation, and she goes, well, you know what, I'm not going to give you any explanation. And I'm like, why? And she's like, because that would just be enabling your OCD and giving into your OCD if I told you, so I'm not going to. So yeah, good for treatment purposes, bad for me as a person. Again, like, these same points could also be interpreted as making it worse than individual therapy. If you're someone who needs to talk about their feelings a lot, then I don't think it's the best setting. For me, I talk about my feelings so much anyway that I don't need that person there to talk to. I can talk to my friends, my boyfriend, myself, and online, so I don't feel the need to have that certain someone to share things with. I just need to learn the techniques to get past these problems that I've been having my whole life. And again, these are problems that I haven't been able to find solutions for through any other means. Antidepressants, individual therapy, counselling. I've had CBT before, none of them have done anything for me. So I'm actually quite helpful about this group. It's probably the best for me form of therapy I've ever had, and so I would really recommend it, to be honest. Even as someone who's very anxious, like I'm definitely not as socially anxious as other people, like on any scale. I don't think I even have social anxiety, but there are people in my group who are socially anxious and they still come, and I think they also find it beneficial to have people there that they connect with on the same level that I do as well. So thanks for listening. I hope this has given you a bit of insight over whether group therapy would be a good idea for you. Again, these are only my first impressions because I haven't gotten to the ERP yet. So when I get to those bits, I'm sure I will tell you all about it. Bye.